And the race is on. Bubbling up, showing good debut speed. Thirsty Accountant is right there, and Spiritual Lady also up on the early gallop as those three right across the track. Lightning Queen pushed along from fourth to try to join that top trio. It's a length and a half more back to Nicest Pie, who came away in fifth. Cat's Cave down toward the inside, moving inside of that runner from sixth. After that comes Oso in the pink cap, Blue Colors, who's seventh. It's a length and a half more to Outfactored. Teardrop TR with one beat early on, and that's the debuting Steampunk, who's the early trailer. Bubbling up, Nicest Pie. Those two joined down on the inside by Thirsty Accountant. Lightning Queen tries to join them out three deep. Making up some ground down toward the inside is Cat's Cave. Also, Nicest Pie starting to mount a little bit of a rally as Spiritual Lady starts to drop back. Bubbling up and Thirsty Accountant. Those are the two that come by the 5/16 pole and into the stretch. It's Bubbling Up just in front. Thirsty Accountant tries to get to that one. Cat's Cave swings off the rail, comes out three deep now to try to challenge. They have 3/16 of a mile left to go. Bubbling Up, here's a fresh challenge. Cat's Cave up on the outside, and Cat's Cave pokes a nose in front. Bubbling Up tries to counter back. They're 3 lengths clear of Thirsty Accountant toward the inside. Late rally from Steampunk, who was last, is up to fourth now. A final 16th to go, though. Cat's Cave and Joe Rocco Jr. edging clear in the final yards. Bubbling Up back to second. Cat's Cave to win at a length. Bubbling Up was second. Good run from Steampunk from the back for third, and Thirsty Accountant finished fourth. And the race is on. Chocolosa out well. Traffic Song toward the inside, enjoying the dance. The two inside runners hooking up here. It's Traffic Song just in front. Join the dance. Going to yield to that one and sit back in second. As Chocolosa now third. Length and a half more back to Unruly Jubilee Bridge there at the back. But Traffic Song and Jorge Ruiz, they make the lead as they run into that first turn. Join the dance just in behind that one. Looks like Traffic Song trying to get Join the Dance to go inside. Join the Dance not taking the bait. Unruly Julie going to try to come through as now Join the Dance goes in between horses as 3 of them up front there. And Unruly Julie just had to tap on the brakes. So a lot of movement here in the opening quarter mile. Is now up to take the lead as Join the Dance, and Traffic Song going to go with that one. Unruly Julie now sits back in a good spot in third. It's 2.5 more back to Jubilee Bridge, and at the back early on now Chocolosa. Got that opening quarter in 23-3. An eventful opening quarter it was as they head down the backstretch. A half mile left to go. Join the Dance and Traffic Song joined in battle as they go to the 3.5. They're 2 lengths clear of Unruly Julie, who after that early trouble, can't complain about the setup now, is sitting third just in behind the top 2. It's 2 more back to Jubilee Bridge. Chocolosa still trails. 3 furlongs left to go. Join the Dance, Traffic Song. These two just separated by a nose now as they're right up on level terms. Midway on the fire turn, and Traffic Song now up to Poconos in front. Join the Dance tries to counter back toward the inside, is now a half length back. Jubilee Bridge trying to run on. Unruly Julie back to fourth. Jubilee Bridge catches the eye a touch as they come toward the top of the stretch. Traffic Song. Here's Jubilee Bridge up on the outside, who swings into action. Battling on, Join the Dance down toward the inside, trying to run on Unruly Julie. A final furlong left to go. Traffic Song not done with yet. Jubilee Bridge just in front. Jubilee Bridge, Traffic Song battles on. Down the outside, Unruly Julie, but Jubilee Bridge now a length in front with a 16th to go. And Jubilee Bridge and Michael Sanchez edging away here late. It's going to be Jubilee Bridge to win it by almost 2 in the end. Traffic Song held second over Unruly Julie third. Fourth was Chocolosa, and fifth Join the Dance. And the race is on. Good start in the center. Moonshining going out first. Joy del Sur coming up to join that one. And down toward the rail, Bedtime Bourbon was out in the front ranks, as was Storm and Amanda. But it's going to be Joy del Sur trying to cross over there. Moonshining in a hold rail position as they run into that first turn. Storm and Amanda, a little tough to handle there. Wrangled back in that third position. Bedtime Bourbon in the green colors is fourth. Right to that one's outside is Karina in fifth. Length and a half more then. Back to the pair of Beastie Girl, who moves up outside of Amunet. They're 2 lengths in front of Katie Got Lucky, who's second last. And Capture My Dreams is the trailer as they roll onto the back stretch with 4.5 furlongs remaining. 22-4 for a quick opening quarter mile as they go down the back stretch. And Joy del Sur is opened up a 4-length advantage. Back in the second spot is Moonshining. Storm and Amanda third. Bedtime Bourbon the Gray continues to travel pretty well fourth toward the inside. Karina's under a good hold in fifth. Is about 6 off the pace. It's another length and a half then back to that team. Beastie Girl, Amunet, they continue to race in tandem. They're 2 clear of Capture My Dreams and Katie Got Lucky, who are at the back. They have 3 furlongs left to go. Joya del Sur got that opening half in 47-4. The lead's down to 2 now. Moonshining trying to get closer from that second position. Storm and Amanda is third. Up front, though, Joya del Sur now back in front by almost 3. Down on the inside, Karina is third, trying to move down at the rail as they come to the top of the stretch. Heavy on Toledo just took a look back to see the competition, still 2 lengths behind. Joya del Sur into the stretch. Swinging into action now. Karina moves toward the outside to come after this longtime leader, and here's Karina drawn within a length. They're 3 clear now. Moonshining, Beastie Girl toward the inside inside. Late run from Capture My Dreams, and Kitty Got Lucky. But a final furlong left to go. Joya del Sur on the inside. Karina on the outside. Karina now forges to a narrow advantage. Joya del Sur back to second. Beastie Girl up to third. It's going to be Karina and Adabasquitza to win it a length and a half in the end. Joya del Sur was second. Beastie Girl third. Amunet close to get fourth up the inside. And the race is on. Looking at Kisses down toward the inside. Exaggerated Humor is forwardly placed, and between them, Glacier Inheritance, also Midnight in Prague. It's going to be Midnight in Prague, Glacier Inheritance. Those are the two that go on best. Back to third and fourth are looking at Kisses and Exaggerated Humor. Moving up to the outside, Quarantini is fifth. Laverne toward the inside is sixth. Then comes Wicked Kitten in seventh. Right alongside that one, Gather the Facts is eighth. It's another length then back to the favorite, Jaylee, who's out in ninth in the blue colors. Down to that one's inside is Grazer in 10th. It's another two then back to Here Comes Pud. And at the back early on is the Monster Iris. The 12 of them make their way toward the back stretch. And up on the front end, it's Midnight in Prague, pressed by Glacier Inheritance. Joining them now, looking at Kisses, 24 seconds for that opening quarter mile, and three of them right across the course. That trio goes 2.5 lengths ahead of Quarantini, who falls into a good spot in fourth. Exaggerated Humor moves up between runners. Gather the Facts from the outside as Laverne starts to retreat a touch, is being joined by Wicked Kitten. Jaylee is still back in ninth and about 7 or 8 off the lead. It's 2.5 more then. Back to Brazier, who's 10th. Another three, then Here Comes Pud, and the Monster Iris still trails. 3 furlongs left to go. And up on the front end, Midnight in Prague, and onto that one's outside looking at Kisses. Those two continue on. Glacier Inheritance dropped right out of it. Quarantini is trying to rally. Gather the Facts starting some momentum. Up on the outside is fourth. Jaylee is still back seventh, but had drawn within about 6.5 of the lead as they come toward the top of the stretch. Looking at Kisses, a narrow leader. Midnight in Prague battles on toward the inside. Quarantini just in behind them. Wicked Kitten toward the inside. Gather the Facts is gathering up momentum. Jaylee still has to make up 5. Looking at Kisses, who they got to catch now. Quarantini swings into action in the lime colors. In between horses then comes Wicked Kitten, Gather the Facts. Jaylee still has 6 lengths to find. Looking at Kisses, Quarantini trying to make up a length in the final 50 yards. Looking at Kisses still there. Looking at Kisses, a 13-1 winner. Quarantini was second. Up for third was Wicked Kitten. Fourth was a photo there between Gather the Facts and Midnight in Prague. And the race is on. Caught him in a pretty good line. More Than a Storm in the center, flashing speed. Cash on first down toward the inside, and here's Lucidity up from the far outside. The Uncaptured Lady also close up with Amore Moon, but it's going to be Cash on first and Lucidity. Those are the two that march on forward. The Uncaptured Lady and Amore Moon, they're third and fourth. More Than a Storm, who broke sharpest, settles fifth. To that one's inside, Lily's leading the black colors is sixth. It's a length and a half more then. Back to Feminista, who Shadows Satisfied. They're together 7th and 8th. Right to their outside, Bravo Regina is 9th. Early Rose 10th in the early going, and Confer is 11th and last. Is up front Lucidity and Cash on first, square off. The opening quarter, 23 and 3/5 seconds. They have 4.5 furlongs left to go, and Lucidity tugs up to a head advantage. Down to the inside of that one, Cash on first. Those two have split 3 lengths in front of Amore Moon, who's in third. The Uncaptured Lady, Feminista, starts to make a little bit of a backstretch move. Was back in 6th or 7th early on, is now all the way up to 4th. Lily's lead, Satisfied, got stymied there and behind a few runners. Also trying to move up on the outside, More Than a Storm. Confer has started to launch from the back. They've really tightened things up here, and they slowed it up down the backstretch. That's probably why. They got that opening half in 49 seconds flat. Lucidity, Cash on first. Confer out wide, starting to move with Feminista. They're now 3rd and 4th. Down to the inside of Amore Moon, back 5th. The Uncaptured Lady in and amongst horses 6th. More Than a Storm is after that. Starting to get going. Bravo Regina from the back as they come to the top of the stretch. Many chances. Down on the inside, Cash on first, cuts the corner just in front. Room for Amore Moon, who comes through. Confer down the outside. Confer and Amore Moon, those are the two that now go on best. More Than a Storm is making up ground. Bravo Regina right down the center of the track, still in with a shot. In between horses, Amore Moon goes to the lead now. Confer, Bravo Regina right down the outside. Amore Moon just in front. Confer trying to get to that one. Amore Moon, a 22-1 upset winner. Second looked like Confer over Bravo Regina, and a multiple horse photo there for 4th, 5th, and 6th. And the race is on. Good start out wide for El Bailador. Discreet Devil is quicker, though. Discreet Devil going out to the early advantage. El Bailador out in second. Heart of Joy, 'Tis a Tale. They're close up, 3rd and 4th. Just in behind them comes Money's Pretty in the orange. Polka Dots, who's in 5th. Hit the Jackpot on the far outside is 6th. Advancing toward the inside, Disputed Claim is back 7th. Like to have more back to Giant's Bane, who's 8th right now. Perfect Moon moving inside of that one. Dropping back a touch there was Motown Blues, and Blame BB going to have to pass them all. Up front, El Bailador takes over. Long shot El Bailador coming to the quarter pole quickly in front by 4. Discreet Devil back in that second position. 2 more then back to Tizatail. Heart of Joy is 4th on the outside. It's a length and a half more to Disputed Claim. Giants Bane now starting to get in gear, is cast out 3 deep as they come to the top of the stretch. El Bailador, the leader, into the lane. It's El Bailador, but that lead is shrinking down to a length now. Discreet Devil on the outside. Tizatail takes toward the inside. Hit the Jackpot, starting to run on from the back, is 4th down on the inside, but gathering up momentum. Discreet Devil hits the front. Long shot Tizatail battles on toward the inside. Tizatail trying to get to Discreet Devil. These two with 50 yards to go. Disputed Claim on the outside. Tizatail getting up. Another upset, 25-1 on Tizatail. Second looked to be Discreet Devil, holding off a late charging Disputed Claim, who was third. And the race is on. Caught him in a pretty good line. Thank you, Pete. Down toward the inside out quickly. Down on the rail, Drummond Drummer is close up. And Tapit Brio, the favorite, a joint third, along with Bourbon Brown, as the inside 2 runners square off here in the early going. Get Them Digits came out 5th, about 4.5, 5 off the speed. It's 2 more back to JT's My Boy and Vindicato, the early trailer. Drummond Drummer down on the inside of Thank You, Pete. Those two head into that far turn. They're 2 lengths in front of Tapit Brio. The favorite gets a beautiful trip just in behind this pace battle. It's a length and a half more to Bourbon Brown. Get Them Digits starts to slip through down along the inside, is 5th, drawn within 4 of the lead as they wind around toward the quarter pole. Drummond Drummer, Thank You, Pete. Tapit Brio now kicked out to the 3 path to come after these top 2. Just in behind them, Get Them Digits continues from 4th. Bourbon Brown is 5th. Vindicato's made up ground, is 6th down on the inside. Tapit Brio coming after the lead right outside the 3/16 pole. Get Them Digits going to try to split runners down on the inside. Vindicato's making up very good ground down on the rail. A 16th left to go. Tapit Brio is still there. Get Them Digits trying to get to that one with Vindicato back 3rd, but inside the final 16th, it's Tapit Brio and Michael Sanchez in front, 4-5, going to win it by a length. Get Them Digits a good second place finish. Vindicato was 3rd, long way back to Drummond Drummer, who finished 4th. And the race is on. Schlivakti in the center showing good speed. Peleo's close up and down toward the inside. Diablo Daddy is right there. And Diablo Daddy going to come up to grab the lead. Schlivakti now back in the second position. Romp was away 3rd, 2 off the top. Peleo's back in 4th. Admiral's Wave trying to work over from 5th in the red cap. Who's Counting holds rail position down toward the inside. Then comes Guaranteed Spec. Bassanio is back 3rd last. Route Runner got squeezed to touch at the start, is back 2nd last. And Carinade is the early trailer with 5.5 furlongs remaining. It is Diablo Daddy narrowly in front of Schlivakti in the second position. That opening quarter in 23 seconds flat. They're 2 lengths ahead of Romp, who gets a nice spot in 3rd. Another 2 back to Paleo in 4th. Right to that one's outside. Admiral's Wave continues on in 5th as Bassanio starts to advance a touch. Moves up alongside of Who's Counting. It's a length and a half more back to Route Runner. Guaranteed Spec between Horses and Carinade. Those 3 line up at the back. They have 3.5 furlongs to go. They got that opening half mile in 47-2, and Schlivakti now taking over. Diablo Daddy quickly back to 2nd, a length and 3/4 behind. Romp is still 3rd, Peleo still 4th. Not much change other than the new leader as they go into that far turn. Schlivakti is 60-1 and leads them by the 5/16 pole by 4. Diablo Daddy 2nd. Romp is now 3rd, a length and a half more to Peleo. Trying to see if anyone's running on from the back. Bassanio and Carinade are back 2nd and 3rd last. Route Runner trying to get going down toward the inside as they come to the top of the stretch. They've come to Schlivakti though. Schlivakti been collared. Romp up on the outside. Palio, those 2 with momentum. Who's Counting comes through down toward the inside. Carinade and Bassanio both moving. Admiral's Wave on the far outside. Bassanio just got stopped in traffic. They have a final furlong to go. Palio's the leader. Who's Counting trying to switch toward the outside. Carinade gets loose late from 3rd. It's Palio in front with 50 yards to go. Carinade charging down the outside, but Palio, Antonio Gallardo got the jump, 1 1/2 lengths. 2nd was Carinade 3rd. Who's Counting 4th was close. It might have been Guaranteed Spec over Romp, but it is a photo for 4th. And the race is on. Reese showing good early speed up from the outside. McCann is forwardly placed, and Creole down along the rail. Those 3 right across the track as they come by the wire the first time round. That trio goes 2.5 lengths ahead of Appealing to the Eye, who's up into the 4th position. Silly Lily's outside of runners, and in between Horses there comes Good Accelerate as they run toward that first turn. It is Creole the leader. Creole now a length in front of Reese. McCann up in 3rd, Appealing to the Eye 4th toward the inside. In between Horses, Good Accelerate is out in 5th. Length more back to Determined Empire, 6th down along the inside. Silly Lily is 7th and 3 wide. Loving Life is 8th right now, but only about 6 or 7 off the lead. It's a length more back to Crone in 9th. Then comes Warady Candy in 10th, and Beautiful Gorgeous is the early trailer. 22 and 4, they sort themselves out down the back stretch, and Creole, under a good hold, leads them as they go to the half-mile pole. It's Creole by a length. To Reese in the second position. McCon stays out in the clear in third. Down on the fence, appealing to the eye, is fourth. Good Accelerate has been fifth for much of the journey. Down toward the fence, then comes Determined Empire. Out 3 deep there for Silly Lily as they run toward that far turn. 47 and 3. The time for the opening half mile. 3/8 of a mile left to go, and Creole still the leader. McCon and down on the inside, appealing to the eye. They've been chasing second and third throughout. Trying to get going. Down toward the inside, Determined Empire is trying to move, and Crone also in behind. Horses starting to launch a bit of a rally with Silly Lily as they wind around toward the top of the stretch. Creole is the leader. It's Creole just in front by 2 now. Creole off the turn, 2.5 lengths. Here come from behinders down the outside. Good Accelerate trying to rally up. Determined Empire down toward the fence. They're now second and third, appealing to the eye between horses, and a late run from Beautiful Gorgeous Longshot, who's rallying right down the center of the track. Creole has to make another 16th. Beautiful Gorgeous on the far outside is really accelerating between horses. Determined Empire and a late run from Crone. Here's Beautiful Gorgeous up on the outside. Crone charging between horses. Beautiful Gorgeous and Michael Sanchez. Another upset, 24-1. Crone was up for second at 14-1. After that was Determined Empire and Creole, third and fourth.